Hello there, it's Glyn here for our second album review. So what we're looking at today is Richard Marx, and the album is called Limitless. So for those of you who don't know Richard Marx had a kind of long career spanning pop, rock, country type of music. This album was released on February the 7th 2020. So it's the first album release since 2014, and according to articles, the first time that he's created an album without consciously thinking about it and sitting down and constructing it, etc. My thoughts about the album, for me, it confirms what an amazing songwriter Richard Marx is. I think the best way to kind of describe him is a musical storyteller. Each song on the album can mean something to someone out there. They're all kind of so lyrically blessed. It's amazing. The ability that Richard Marx has to evoke so many range of feelings, it's without doubt a gift in songwriting. It may have been 6 years since the last album, but well worth the wait. If you add to that amazing written lyrics and musical arrangements spanning all the musical styles that Richard Marx has done so far in his previous albums, imagine that you could give Richard Marx a chair, a couple of musicians, and he could keep you going with musical storytelling for a long, long time. So let's have a look at the album itself and kind of see what's on the album, tracks, etc. So first of all, singles to date from the album. Last Thing I Wanted. Now, Last Thing I Wanted was released in May the 13th, but 2016, so released a long time ago. Then another one down was the first song that was effectively released when the album was constructed, which was June the 30th, 2019. And then Let Go, October the 14th, 2019. Front Row Seat came out in January the 10th, 2020, and Limitless in March 16th, 2020. So, let's have a look at the track list. Another one down itself, so the first track on there, it's a rock track looking at relationship breakups. It's a great way to start the album off. It's looking at how difficult breakups can be. Songwriting from Richard is perfect. Change of pace, change of vocals, the song's pretty much perfect if I'm being honest. So we then move on to Limitless. Now, Limitless, perfect vocals, the musical arrangement's superb, and the lyrics talking about love can go anywhere, there's no limit. It's a mix of slow and upbeat music, keeping up the wonderful way that Richard can paint a picture in each song. Wonderful. Track 3, Love Affair That Lasts Forever. It's an atmospheric song, musical arrangements and lyrics perfectly in sync with each other. This song is about being in love, and it's a love that lasts forever and the impact that that love can have on your life. The ability to be able to generate an atmosphere from any song continues again in this particular song. So we then move on to Let Go. A musical change for this song, as the title says, Let Go. A song about belief that when you can let things go, there's always surprises in store that can happen. It's a catchy song with a total change from the previous songs, catchy music again, with a song that's perfect for Zumba. And we've done a choreo for it, which is the first choreo we've done from this particular album, which we've used for toning and for step. And of course, we can use it as a warm-up as well. So the two versions we've recorded, a toning version of it and a warm-up version of it. One of them you'll be able to see in our choreography in the playlist, and the other one you'll be able to see on the channel. Track 5, All Along. A song which talks about how love can suddenly take you into areas you never expected. Finding that special person out of nowhere and then becoming awakened. Superb musical arrangements, superb songwriting. Track 6, Up All Night. Perfect love song. Lyrics yet again are amazing, wonderfully catchy beat. A song shows a couple in perfect harmony. Another perfectly painted scene, a story of life we all dream to achieve. Track 7 is Front Row Seat. Front Row Seat rock country classic, perfect lyrics, another amazing musical arrangement which will get you carried along on a wave of joy. Harmony's amazing, perfect showcase for Richard's talents. Imagine gaining this person in your life you always wanted, then you're watching this happen and things taking place all over through this song. It's fantastic. We then go on to track 8. So for track 8, what we've got is we've got a song called Strong Enough, and it features Jana Kramer, and perfect harmonies with Richard and Jana. Can you get over a relationship you didn't want to end? This song, you can imagine two people looking back at all the good times even though they're over. So the lyrics really make this another amazing song, and the harmonies on this track make it another killer. 9, Not in Love. Musical change to a love song, perfect ballad, piano-led song, messages someone is convincing themselves that they're not in love. Yet you get immersed in the track from the outset, an emotional track that is testament to how Richard Marx can adapt to all styles of music, a unique voice, another classic track on this particular album. So we then go to Break My Heart Tonight. These lyrics are another perfectly painted picture, setting the scene of how someone can get lost in a relationship without worry of the cost that can happen from it. Without doubt, another classic musical combination, slow rhythmic vibes with changes of tone throughout it. 11, Last Thing I Wanted. That time when you break up from a relationship and find someone exactly the same, you don't want anything serious, just to live your life, and you don't want to go anywhere particularly, and you meet someone who's got the same feelings, and then suddenly you click and the relationship takes off 100 miles an hour. It's another example of how Richard Marx makes the lyrics so wonderful and then adds a catchy music track over the top of it to get yet another great song. The last song is track 12. We finish with a ballad, and it's about people randomly meeting each other and then love developing from that. Before you know it, it's over and then you're left with memories. Love songs can be powerful, but with amazing thought out lyrics, absolutely perfect. If you have loved and lost, then you've got to listen to this one with tissues. It is an emotional song. Now, obviously one of the things that I said is that from the outset, is what I'm trying to do is to look at this from the perspective of fitness. And to be honest, probably most of the tracks you could use for various different things, for cool downs, for step classes, for toning, for rock, for country. There's a range of songs on here. And for me to select 3 songs that we've selected here to listen to is pretty much kind of very difficult. So I've started off with track 6, which is Up All Night. The lyrics, or part of the lyrics, it's time to head to work, I know, but I'd rather want to let you go. I don't want to let you go. I'd rather stay like this, lost inside your kiss. So it's about that connection where you're up all night together and you're in love. Track 7, it's Out Front Row Seat. The moon is high and the salt on your skin tastes sweet, and the firelight got nothing on you and me. So again, it's talking about that situation, that connection. Track 5, All Along. And it was something about the way you looked at me. Shut the door on everything I used to be. I found myself in your arms. Now I don't want to know a world without your love. So straight away from them songs, you've got a situation where each of them is painting a picture of various different kind of scenarios. So what we're going to do is we're going to play the first of the tracks, and here we go. And the first song is Up All Night. I'll play you about 30 seconds of the song.
World can wait for all I care, 'cause life is short.
Up All Night, and that on the album is track 6. So that takes us on to track 7. So track 7, Front Row Seat.
Went to O'Malley's but the place was gone. No tables open at the other restaurant. Drove to the movie, it was all sold out. So I said, baby, where to now?
Okay, so that was track 7, and that was Front Row Seat. And then we go to track 5, and track 5 is All Along. So here we go.
Stranger in the mirror, I was just somebody else. Stumbling through the night so lost that I didn't even know myself. You came out of it all.
So that was the 3 songs that we selected. Okay, so let me just kind of, before I give you my overall opinion of the album, I mentioned about collaborating with other instructors out there, fitness, etc. That collaboration has begun, and thank you very much for those people that you'll start to see in the playlist. We've got now, from each of the songs that we review, a playlist with any choreographies that I do, choreographies that other people do that I reach out to use on the channel, so please support them as well. If there's any songs that you come up with choreography from this album, then please let us know, send us a message. Or equally, if there's any albums that you'd like to see reviewed, then please put it in the comments. So, that remains for me to say about the album itself. Well, the album itself, without a doubt, 5 stars. It's amazing. I would recommend, without a shadow of a doubt, that you buy this album. The emotion that it evokes is unbelievable. The only thing that maybe might be better than this album to go out and buy is if there's a special edition album that comes out with extra tracks on. Now the reason I say that is because today, as I'm doing this review and releasing the review on YouTube, is the day that Richard Marx has dropped his new track, which is The Way She Loves Me. Now I'm going to include that in the album playlist at the end, but remember that song is just out, so please get along, buy the song, and that's Richard Marx, The Way She Loves Me. Really sort of kind of country style song, fantastic. Okay, so hope you've enjoyed it, hope you enjoyed the review, thanks for joining me. We'll see you again with another album review. Let's see what we come up with next. And if you do see any choreographies there that tie into the album, or indeed any albums that you want for me to review, then please just let me know. Thank you for your time. Thanks, my name's Glyn from Zumba Glyn. Take care. Bye bye.